My name is Jesse Salus. I'm with the Save Glenmore Park group. We're at saveglenmorepark.com, and we are just a group of like-minded Calgarians who don't believe that the ring road options proposed by the provincial government either solves the problems that need to be solved, and it does it at too high a cost to both the community and to the average taxpayer.
So I understand you live in the area, and there are some other organizing members live in the area too.
That's correct.
How would this proposal actually impact you guys and other Calgarians?
On a personal level, of course, it means that several neighborhoods would be very, very drastically impacted with the addition of an 8-lane highway. That's what's being proposed at this point. That's, of course, a bigger road than most of Deerfoot, going through very quiet communities like Lakeview, Glenmore, Oak Ridge, those types of places. So on a personal level, it impacts us greatly. For Calgarians as a whole, I think it does a little bit more than that. Besides crossing our drinking supply, from what we understand, it will be a dangerous goods route going directly over top of our drinking supply. But also it impacts the Weaselhead, the reservoir itself, the North Glenmore and the South Glenmore parks, as well as a lot of the green spaces that go in between, beside a lot of these communities. So it does a lot of damage, I think, to the natural impact, the natural environment.
You painted a picture for me. The length of the bridge was how long is the bridge numerically, and then like compared to bridges, you know?
Yeah, from what we've seen so far, the actual space, the different, the entire span of the bridge looks to be about 1.2 kilometers long. And to put that in perspective, the Golden Gate Bridge between its two main pylons is about 1.2 kilometers long. So it's essentially the same span as the Golden Gate Bridge. The
two main pylons, right? Not
Correct.
The actual length of the bridge itself.
The bridge extends beyond that, but the two main pylons, which is the entire, the main span of the bridge, yes. And if you look at the LRT downtown, the new West LRT section, the entire raised section from the Crowchild all the way to the old Science Center, that's about the same length. So when you look at how big a span, how big an impact that would be on a community or a natural environment, that's what we're talking about.
So you guys are using some social media tools. Can you talk a little bit about them, please?
Yes, one of our big message drivers right now is our Facebook page, and we've got almost 1,000 members as it stands, and we use it to announce where we're going to be. We have a lot of lawn signs that are going out, and whenever people put a lawn sign up, we're encouraging them to take a photograph and send it in. And what we're seeing is that it's not just Lakeview, it's not just Oak Ridge that are being affected by these issues. We have now signs from Winston Heights in the northeast, we have them in Killarney in the southwest, we have them in the West Hills area, I think we have some down in Ramsey, certainly Bankview, some of those areas. So we're finding that it's not strictly a local issue to a certain number of people who want to protect their houses. It's really a larger issue that affects all of Calgarians. The Weaselhead is one of only 3 of our main natural areas, and it's certainly the most biodiverse, and we feel that enough people are recognizing its value that they simply don't want the impact that this thing will bring.
So are there any critical dates that is coming up that you guys have to do something or get something or done by, or like what's the situation on that?
As it stands, they were originally going to announce the final chosen route in June. The date has come and gone, and they've said that they're now looking to do it in fall or winter. So that's our big thing right now, is waiting to see the actual proposal. We know the corridor they want to choose, which is 37th Street. It's just the actual physical look and feel. Is it going to be a bridge? Is it going to be a tunnel? What sort of land are they going to use? What sort of houses are they going to have to demolish? That's our big thing right now. So first it's going into the Conservative leadership race, because of course the Premier is retiring, and we will have a new leader to be driving a lot of these decisions. So we need to engage everybody who's running for that position. Beyond that, we're looking to the end of the year to find out more about what they're proposing. And I think going into the new year, they've said they want to wrap it up very quickly. So once the route is announced, then I think we're going to be looking at engaging very quickly by the end of the year to see how we can impact some of those decisions.
So the road is not just under the City of Calgary's jurisdiction, it's actually under both City of Calgary and the provincial, or like how does that work?
It's essentially a provincial road. They signed a memorandum of understanding, I believe in 2009, to study the different route options. So the City of Calgary is a legally binding member of any decision that gets made, but it is a provincial road, and the province is the one making the decisions and doing maybe the annexation of properties and acquiring the lands and developing building the plans for the roads. Yes.
Right. So the pressure points or the people that you guys need to convince are actually not the less of the alderman and the mayor, but the MLAs and the premiers.
Correct, yes.
So how's the progress on that front? Like, did you get a chance to talk to any of the candidates? And
yes.
What's the situation there?
Our current MLA for the riding is Alison Redford, and she is very sympathetic to the cause, and she understands that these solutions that are being proposed, she understands that there needs to be better transportation to be implemented in the Southwest. There's no question about that, but she doesn't feel that this is the right way, and she's actually on her own blog come up with an alternative to actually make a real ring road bypass option.
So an alternative to the 5 options currently under the table.
And her alternative is to go around to the west of the Sutina, bypassing Calgary and the Sutina altogether. I can get you some more information about that. But she's been very receptive. The other candidates, we've emailed every one of them, and nobody has gotten back to us in over, I think, 2 months. So we'd be very interested in talking to them. Beyond that, we have actually had meetings with the Calgary Caucus, which is the progressive conservative MLAs that represent Calgary. We presented to them, talked to them a little bit about the issues, and trying to get their feedback on and how we can help move the situation forward, and letting them know the impacts. A lot of them don't live in the area, they don't understand maybe a lot of the finer details of this issue. So we're using every opportunity we can to talk to the decision makers to make sure that every option is being considered and every impact is being thought about and mitigated, hopefully.
Okay, so for people who want to find out more information, or what is the website, or what are the ways to get in touch with you guys?
Absolutely. The email is the website is saveglenmorepark.com, and that'll give you a good overview of our group and our position. For the most up-to-date information, facebook.com/saveglenmorepark is probably the best place to get the more up-to-date information about what we're doing.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jesse.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you.